is Doc Deason's weather.
All right, everybody, let's get back into this with a new tornado warning now, which has been placed for folks in we'll call it eastern Nacogdoches County. All right, so here is what we're dealing with. This circulation that was looking respectable on the northwest side of town and seems to have gotten itself a little bit more organized in the last little bit. And so for that reason, the Weather Service went with the tornado warning out of respect for it back on the radar again. This is for a radar indicated setup, nothing visually confirmed by the Weather Service or by any spotters, but we are going to keep the eye on it and give it the attention that it deserves. So this will be south and east of the city of Nacogdoches proper. So you guys there in Chirino, on the kind of on the southeast side of the county, this will include a portion of San Augustine County also. So folks who are with us in San Augustine County, be mindful that this warning does include you guys, and it will clip. I guess you could say would clip the south and southwest side of the city of San Augustine proper. All right, so we do want to bring you up to speed on that, and as we get a little bit tighter in here, we can do a track on this. Let me do a couple of things here real quick, and looks like the forward motion on this thing is going to be south, moving east. We're calling it 30 miles an hour. So we'll put that together here real fast and try to do ourselves a little storm track and put some places of concern kind of into perspective. All right, so let's do that. We'll hit this and then bring that out at about 30 miles an hour. So we've got a lot of rural area here to talk to folks in Chirino. About 654 where as far as this main circulation area is concerned. But other than that, we will get it across some relatively rural parts of Nacogdoches and San Augustine County also. Okay, but again, this is for radar indications. And the Weather Service, again, was watching this, as I know they were, because I was keeping an eye on it, too, when it was on the other side of Nacogdoches. But that'll be what we kind of hang here for and monitor for the next little bit. So if you've got people who are in southeastern Nacogdoches County, let them be sure they are in the loop on this right now. And in addition to the potential for the tornado, you got, inch and a half ping pong ball sized hail there. So nothing sneezing at either. That's going to be especially prominent here south of Highway 7 now, kind of between 7 and 21 for those of you who head out east of Nac and those of us who've driven down those roads over the years. So just kind of keep that in mind. And again, as the hail core passes east and kind of southeast, that will eventually get it over the heavy rainfall into the city of Nacogdoches, city of San Augustine, I should say, here in the next 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll pull some of that off there real quick so we can see things a little bit better. Tornado watch box was also extended further to the south by the Storm Prediction Center. Again, if you'll remember, Nacogdoches County, Angelina, Sabine, and San Augustine counties were not in that original tornado watch box that was issued earlier. So we'll keep that in place until 9 o'clock. Showers moving through Lufkin now. Pretty benign looking set of conditions for Lufkin proper. Some lightning off to the south of you guys and to the north of you, but just light to moderate rainfall there in Lufkin itself, and out west toward Hudson and back further to the north and east in the Nacogdoches County. So that is more or less kind of where the main action is at. We have cleared the line now out of Harrison County. And, dang near pulled it out of Panola County, too. Extreme southeastern part of what would be Panola County, still seeing some moderate to heavy rainfall. but that will exit about as quickly as it entered. And you've got rainfall now about to exit out of Tenaha as well. Timpson, you guys done with the rain, and a pretty good little cell there north, kind of northwest of Center right now. Severe thunderstorm warning does clip the city of Center proper, and the Weather Service very well may end up extending that further to the south and east to cover that remainder of Shelby County. But most folks around the area plenty done with the rain, and the cooler air continues to work its way in. Winds have been moving in the 15 to 25 mile an hour range here for the last several hours, at least at my place. And so I'm assuming the same is going on at most locations around the area now. The wind speeds will be picking up here as we go through the evening hours as well. So back into this storm again. This is south and east of the city of Nacogdoches proper. You guys in Nac, you're done with the rain for that matter, much less any severe weather. But Sherino still in line for this inside the polygon. And let's take a look at the overall presentation on this. So we've got still got some decent rotation there. Again, anything with the that red shading indicating winds that are blowing away from the Shreveport site. The green colors indicating where there is rain droplets and things of that nature coming in toward the radar site there in Shreveport. So that's the inference that we can make. That we have some rotation there, a good ways away from the site in Shreveport, so it gets harder and kind of a muddier proposition the further south that you head. But we have what we have to work with, and so that's all we can do there for now. So let's see here. It looks like the Weather Service is going to go ahead with a broad severe thunderstorm warning also to kind of help cover some of these things here.
Severe thunderstorm warning.
So that will be for these storms that we talked about here a while ago that were out north and west of Center. Those continue to scoot off to the south and east, and this line here that's passing through southern Nacogdoches County, and the line of showers and thunderstorms that will continue to get into south and eastern parts of Angelina County in the next little bit. They're going to run with 60 mile an hour winds and up to ping pong ball sized hail. So that includes some counties and some parishes over in Louisiana as well. DeSoto Parish, Sabine Parish. There's Angelina County, southeastern Nac, northwestern Sabine, St. Augustine, and Shelby County. What's left of them? Some of these counties that have seen rainfall move mostly out. So the warning goes till 7:30. With those general concerns there. Okay, so we do want to let you know that the tornado warning is going to be exclusively for southeastern Nacogdoches and let's call it, west central St. Augustine County. So that's the only tornado warning we have in play now. The rest of the warnings that are affecting this area are severe thunderstorm in nature. Okay, so do want to be sure that people understand that and are clear on it because it gets kind of confusing sometimes. Weather Service has gone ahead and cleared out the remainder of the severe thunderstorm warning for Cherokee County as well as southeastern Rusk County. So good news there. At 6:39, we are glad to be able to escort this stuff off the premises, as they say, and we'll have it out of our area here pretty quick this evening, and then it moves on and provides a lot of severe weather back further up to the north. Look at all the warnings that we have, the severe thunderstorm warnings, the tornado warnings, all the way up to just well up into Illinois. So a heck of a lot of severe weather to be managed out that way, and we're kind of on the leading edge of all this today with storms firing up a couple hours ago. So again, to reset, severe thunderstorm warning for the extreme south and eastern portion of Panola County. That goes officially for another 50 minutes, but this is going to be long gone inside of 20 minutes. So they will eventually be able to pull that, and then further south, you get into Shelby County, and some moderate to heavy rainfall there, just north and west of the city of Center. Weather Service updating and going to continue with that tornado warning until 7:15 for Nacogdoches and San Augustine counties. 6:39. Storm capable of a tornado near Melrose or 14 southeast of Nac, moving east at 30. So they're looking at ping pong ball sized hail and that tornado potentially being in there. So again, be you guys southeast of Nacogdoches, keep that in mind. Okay, let's look back at our velocity products. Again, it's pretty muddy in here. There's a lot of stuff going on as far as the winds are concerned and that velocity product. I think the new tornado, the tornado watch is now being distributed for those southern counties: Angelina, Sabine, St. Augustine, and Nacogdoches County with the tornado watch. But again, those counties will be cleared out of this pretty quickly once the severe weather exits. Glad to have that. Lufkin, you guys are just about done with the rain, believe it or not. Northwest side of town is. Southeast side of town is almost. It's a much stronger storm down the south side of Diboll, heading out of Lufkin on 59 towards Houston. You got some hail there near Wakefield on the west side of 59. Okay. We do have that severe thunderstorm warning, which continues for folks in southern Trinity County, kind of southeastern Trinity County. All right, so that runs for another officially 32 minutes, but this thing will be long gone by that 7:15 expiration. So you'll be able to clear Trinity County out of that long before then. And then what's left of Panola County, still some heavy rainfall there, just east of Farm to Market 31, I should say, in southeastern Panola County. But that's also quickly about to exit out. You can kind of make out that new tornado watch box here, this kind of that maroon colored box that just kind of slices in south of the original tornado watch, which is pretty much the severe weather threat across that box has almost completely exited the area. But this additional watch box again will run and here for several more hours until 11 o'clock. It looks like. this loop in here real fast. Some pretty good hail there near Chirino now. I saw some pictures. Saw a picture of what looked like dang near golf ball sized hail from Cushing earlier on. If you saw that, I posted that here just a few minutes ago before this warning came out for Nacogdoches County. Speaking of, kind of want to look at the veil values here. Yeah, that lines up well with what we saw from Cushing earlier. So if you are in the Chirino area right now, on the southeast side of Chirino, the hail's already there on the west side of town. But this could very well get to golf balls, based on what I've seen earlier. Ping pong to golf ball sized. That lines up well with what we saw producing a similar value earlier in the storm cycle. Okay, so that is not really what you want to see. So still some, still some rotation down there. Um, so look as impressive per se, but it's still something we want to give plenty of caution to for now. But that hail is going to be a lot bigger problem. Looks like the heavy rain has exited completely out of Panola County. Good news there. There's that storm again, northwest side of center. Probably some small hail there just west along and west of Highway 96. The severe thunderstorm warning does continue and include all of Shelby County from center westward. The severe thunderstorm warning does go south, includes these thunderstorms there along the line. That are the same line of storms that prompted the tornado warning there. So again, then more of that hail. This hail will pass south. Will pass south of St. Augustine. Okay. .648 now. Tornado warning for St. Augustine and southeastern Nacogdoches County goes for another 27 minutes. That would put it expiring at, I think it's 7:15. Is that right? Yeah, 7:15. Storm located near Melrose back at 6:30. So about 10 minutes ago, they had it pegged near Melrose, moving east at about 30 miles an hour. New scan coming in. So showers and everything completely exiting out of Lufkin now. Still a pretty good storm there near Diboll, but the the bigger storm, the bigger one producing hail probably would be there between Diboll and east side of 59 now, north of Corrigan. Severe thunderstorm warning there in Polk County. We are cleared out completely here in Tyler from looking out my window, at least. Looking up to the east, it's clear. Had some pretty good, looked like some pretty good dust and whatnot coming into western parts of the area earlier. There'll be more of that for you guys, southeastern counties that are dealing with the storms right now. Once this line comes through and that wind shifts around to the northwest, you'll see the temp drop quickly, dew point drop even faster, and wind continue to stay up. So let this new scan come in. Here it comes. Yeah, so the best of that hail, or the worst of it, I probably better said, now getting east of Chirino into St. Augustine County proper, along and especially south of Highway 21. Pretty muddy down here as far as velocity product is concerned. Angie said a tree crushed the front of a car that was traveling on 21 east outside of Linwood towards Nacogdoches. Golly. I hate to hear that. It's not too surprising given the wind production out of this stuff. Ambulance is there. Okay. Thanks, Angie. Appreciate that. Hope those folks are okay. Weather Service reorienting the tornado warning now. 6:51. Warning till 7:15 for east central Nacogdoches and central St. Augustine. 6:51. Storm capable of a tornado 7 miles west of McCune, or 26 southeast of Nac, moving southeast at 35. So a tornado with a ping pong ball sized tail. So they're looking at that 7 west of McCune. Okay. Yeah, this will all be very short-lived, Jackie. There's McCune. So about 7 west of there. This is north of Highway 103 then, for you guys who are watching and trying to get some bearings on things. Still just a small piece of Nacogdoches County in the tornado warning itself. Weather Service has trimmed that out further as the thing moves further downstream. Further to the north, a little bit of hail there, north side of Center. No, Crystal, we'll be done. Asking about Longview. That's it. So you'll get a lot of wind tonight. But that's as far as the severe weather is concerned, that's it. Here's that little hail west side of Highway 7 now if you're heading northeast out of Center. Mike said real still at the Sam Rayburn Dam. Okay. Thank you for that, bud. Showers, what's left of them now, having completely exited Panola County. So you guys are completely in the clear. If you're on the Panola County side of the Louisiana border, you are done. Everything north and west of there, done. Still a good hail signature there. East of 59 now. That's a really solid hail core there, north of 287. So that'll be just over outside of Angelina County and that Polk County side. You bet, Crystal. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that greatly. Hope we were helpful for y'all earlier this afternoon when that thing came through. Uh, Catherine said really still on the Toledo Bend Highway 21 there along the Texas-Louisiana border. Yeah, I could see that. Got some pretty good rain there coming across the Sam Rayburn right now, north side of it. Just another warning there down toward Woodville. Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate you saying that. Thanks for being here. So here's a new scan coming from Shreveport. Still looks solid on the hail. South of St. Augustine. Thanks, Catherine. This will be south-southwest of St. Augustine. There's Highway 21 right there on the north side of that tornado warning. So the tornado warning polygon is still there. It runs for another 17 minutes. Let's look back. Again, still real broad looking Highway 103. Nothing that looks terribly impressive or super, super tight, but given the environment, you'd rather, especially given the radar, questionable radar down in this area anyway, you want to give it a good bit of clearance. Speaking of, let's get on to Fort Polk real fast. See, that's a much better wind signature there. There's a lot of wind there, which matches with the hail. I'm going to switch over here too while we're at it. Get Fort Polk in there. Listen said didn't do much in center. Strong winds for about 10 minutes, maybe strong gusts here and there. Yeah, hardly enough rain, not even enough rain to wet the fence. Yeah, that's kind of what we were expecting. It unfortunately. So again, some really good wind uh, potential in here along Highway 103 and hail. That's a 70 dBz right there. Be some even bigger hail in that little pocket. Weather Service has now completely canceled the warning for Nacogdoches County, so that's good. Not surprising given the movement on the storm. So we've clearly and straightly got St. Augustine County as the lone tornado warned county at this point. And a heck of a wind signature and an even more impressive hail signature, if you ask me. Excuse me, if you ask me. So good to have Nat completely out of that now. You make out pretty a little easier how the size of that tornado warning compares to the size of the county there. Again, this is well south of the city of St. Augustine. Guys along Highway 103 and the line for the strongest wind and very impressive hail there also. I bet you at least some golf balls in that thing. So we're at 7:02 now. Tornado warning for St. Augustine County, central St. Augustine County. The Nacogdoches section has been cleared out now. Still some strong storms along Sam Rayburn there, extreme southern Nacogdoches County. But that also continues scooting off to the east. And the Nacogdoches County part of the storm is south of Highway 103, right there in the middle of Sam Rayburn Reservoir. Hail to the north and east of that. Showers and thunderstorms exited completely out of center now. Just some stragglers there compared to the stuff north of it and south of it. Nothing more for Henderson. Kimberly asking about, is Henderson going to get anything else tonight? Now we're done there. And we are going to be able to say that for most of the area done. Sabine County, you guys, not yet. Still got to get this line through y'all. Showers into northwestern part of Sabine County right now, along and especially north of 103. You bet, Kimberly. Still a pretty good hail presentation there. Right on the county line. So they're calling it ping pong ball hail there. Tyler and Jasper counties, still 745. So Weather Service at 7:03 going to continue with the tornado warning for San Augustine County till 7:15. Storm capable of a tornado near McCune or 31 south of Center, moving southeast at 35. Still calling ping pong ball sized hail in there. And then, just like that, looks like they have opted to pull it. And I am not upset about that, obviously. Sam Rayburn needs the rain. Lord knows it, Maryland says. Yeah. I absolutely concur. We all could use some good rain. So that takes the tornado warning off the table then. Weather Service is going to just cover these with severe thunderstorm warnings, at least for the time being. That, like I said, that wind presentation is sizable along and south of 103 there near Broadus, north of Broadus in San Augustine County. Hail there also from Broadus back over towards Highway 96. Okay. But we can handle severe thunderstorm warnings. Hate the hail, but that's kind of part of doing business around here in the spring in East Texas. So we kind of got what we got. All right, very good. Well, we will step out here for now, seeing as we've had all of our tornado warnings now off the table. Thanks for swinging back by here and allowing us to visit with you for a few minutes. You can, of course, always keep tabs on us through the social media platforms there on X and also on Facebook, as well as live reports on YouTube as we do those. All right. And we post also to do some stuff on the Instagram side of things. Email if you have any pictures or video. Had some impressive pictures come through earlier on. Email those to doc@docdeason.com. Appreciate that. We can forward those reports on to the Weather Service as we need to also. Okay. Hey, thank you, Martha. Appreciate that. Marilyn, appreciate that very much. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will talk more. A lot of weather to talk about in tomorrow morning's update that we'll do at between 7 and about 7:30 in the morning. We'll be down close to freezing I-30 counties tonight. A lot more of the area tomorrow night into early Tuesday. So be aware of that. And we will otherwise talk to you guys here this evening as we need to with additional updates. All right. Thanks again for your time.
Thanks for watching this live broadcast from Doc Deason's Weather. When weather's at its worst, we're at our best. Doc Deason's Weather.